NDCL was on the verge of a really nice road win on Tuesday night at Blue South leader Parma. Unfortunately, they couldn't quite finish the job in a 6-5 loss in the Redmen's late night slot over at irwzzt Arena. I think as tough as it is to lose to Parma in the circumstances that they did, holding a 5-3 lead after 2 periods and then losing 6-5, especially when you have a chance to make a statement to the rest of the Blue Division heading into the new calendar year with a nice win here and potentially a nice performance on Saturday against Canfield. You have to look at this in its totality for the Lions, and the fact of the matter is that they were shorthanded. They were missing 3 players, including standout forward Jared Chipalone. Hopefully we see that young man back in the lineup soon. He provides such a nice dynamic for the Lions in the offensive zone. Hopefully he's back in their lineup very, very soon. Tough to see him out of the lineup for sure for NDCL, but I like the fight back that I saw from NDCL under the circumstances. The fact of the matter is that it's a heck of a lot tougher to overcome missing 3 players as a Blue Division team than it is as a Red team or as a GLHL team, obviously. It's just the realities of depth in the Blue Division. It's always been that way. It probably always will be that way. It's just the reality of the sport. But I liked the fight that I saw out of NDCL under those circumstances, having a shorter bench than usual, and giving themselves an opportunity to win. Putting together a nice second period there after falling behind 3-2 in the opening period. They put together 3 goals there in the second. Joe DeMarco and Gray Wilson did a great job setting the tone there. DeMarco capped off a hat trick early in the second to tie the game at 3. Gray Wilson with a couple of quality goals to make it a 5-3 game going into the locker room. Those guys did a great job setting a tone throughout in the offensive zone, and Parma had a really tough time keeping up with both of those guys on the back check. DeMarco with his size and his puck handling, Wilson with his puck handling. They were struggling at times to really keep a body on those guys, and that speaks to the talent that both of them have, and what a great job they did as leaders, setting the tone in a tough circumstance for their hockey team. But there in the third, things get pretty tough there, of course. You're up 5-3, but then you get that checking from behind penalty, which is a 5-minute major. You're shorthanded, and you have to go on the penalty kill. You're gassed as it is, and you have to try to kill off a penalty. And Parma is a potent hockey team. Guys like Joey Gallo are very impressive there in the offensive zone with their movement and their speed. And it just makes things difficult. Parma was able to jump on the opportunity. They get a couple of goals there on the man advantage to make it a 5-5 game. And then late there, NDCL just couldn't get a body on Nick Safarski in the middle of his offensive zone. Gallo does a nice job hitting in between the circles. Safarski goes top shelf. Boom, there you go, 6-5 final. But the thing about it is, I think the good news is, from the NDCL point of view, is that you don't have much time to think about it. You've got Canfield coming up on Saturday, Blue North leader at the moment, and obviously since the interdivision games count all the way around, they're all important, of course, but I think you look at it, that Canfield game, if you can come out and put together a good performance there, maybe it's more important to come out with a W against Canfield than it is against Parma, strictly from the sense of Barron Cup 3 seeding. You're able to put yourself in a better position there in the Blue North if you can beat Canfield and try to shake this one off as quickly as possible. But again, is it difficult to lose under the circumstances that NDCL did here when you have a chance to make a statement to the rest of the Blue Division? Of course it is. But do you like the fight that you see from a shorthanded hockey team at the end of the day? Absolutely. And I think that's the biggest takeaway that we can take out of this for NDCL from a 6-5 setback to Parma late Tuesday night.